there, kiddos. We are going to be on page 76 today, doing log, which means speech or word. Words containing the root log have to do with speech. A monologue is a speech by one person. A dialogue is a speech between two or more people. A prologue is a speech before a play, and an epilogue is a speech after it. Note that all of these words can be spelled without the UE ending. So our first word is analogous, and it comes from the roots ana meaning according to and log meaning word, so according to the word. And it is an adjective. It means similar in some ways, but not in others. And there are lots of things that can be analogous. We talk about different animals in biology having analogous traits, things like that. But the thing that I find most interesting and easy to understand would be colors. Colors can be analogous. So if you have green, the colors on either side of green on the color wheel are analogous to it, right? So yellow green and then like blue green are green's analogous colors. If you have the color wheel, they're the ones right next to it. Let's take a look.
3 primary colors, the 3 secondary colors, and the 6 tertiary colors. The analogous colors are what we call the next door neighbor colors. If you choose any color on the color wheel, and the analogous colors for that color would be the 2 colors on either side of it. So if you take any house in this circle, maybe yellow, the next door neighbor colors would be the yellow-green house and the yellow-orange house. Those are yellow's analogous colors.
Pretty simple, right? So what's interesting, what they have in common, right? The similar thing is that they both have yellow in them. And the thing that's different is that one has some orange in it. That makes it different from yellow. And the other has some green in it, and that makes it different from yellow. So they have some things in common. They're similar in some ways, but not in others. There we go. Our next word is analogy. Comes again from the roots ana meaning according to and log meaning word or speech. So if you think about both of these as you learn a little more, you're going to see they have to do with comparisons or what is similar but not quite. So analogous colors have something in common. They both have yellow in them, but they also have something else. The same thing here. We'll see an analogy is a similar structure. Okay? So this is actually a teacher giving a lesson on analogies. We're just going to watch a little clip and then another little clip, okay?
Here you can see is our analogy.
This is a picture analogy.
Read, this is right here is a bottle cap, and this is a bottle. So we would say a bottle cap is to a bottle as a door is to a blank. Go ahead.
So now she's going to take those same things and she's going to put them in a sentence so that we can figure out what goes in the blank.
A bottle cap is used to open or close a bottle. You don't have to say it exactly like that, but something that shows the relationship that you would use the bottle cap to open and close the bottle.
And if that's the case, then the analogy, right, a bottle cap is to a bottle, means that a bottle cap is used to open a bottle, then a door is used to open and close what? And that's what you fill in. And so we find out later. Let's see where she does it. There. It's a house, right? So a bottle cap is used to open and close a bottle as, that's what the double dots mean, a door is used to open and close a house. And it has to do, so a comparison. And let's take a look at the sentence. To get his point across, the professor used the following analogy. Cutting class is like paying for a hamburger and then walking away without eating it. All right, dialogue. Dialogue is a noun from the roots dia meaning between and log meaning speech or word. So it's speech between two people, right? Or more. So a noun, speech between 2 or more people, a conversational passage, oops, typo, sorry, in a play or narrative. Let's take a look at this really cool TED Talk I'm excited about.
Dialogue gives a story color, makes it exciting and moves it forward. Romeo. Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied? Juliet. What satisfaction canst thou have tonight? Romeo. The exchange of thy love's faithful vows for mine. Without dialogue. So,
and hence the reason that we have it, right? To really give color and excitement to a story. Our sentence, after a long dialogue, we finally resolved our differences. All right, doxology, from the roots dox meaning praise and log meaning speech or word, so words of praise, right? Noun, a hymn or expression of praise to God. Our sentence, the best known doxology, is the one sung in Protestant churches beginning, praise God from whom all blessings flow. And then this is a much more modern kind of praise song. We're only going to listen to a little bit of it, but you'll see the words here are in praise. That's what makes it doxology.
Blessed be your name in the land that is plentiful, where streams.
And so by saying blessed be your name, that's the praise piece, right? I mean, the other stuff is too, but. And our next word is epilogue. It is a noun from the roots epi meaning on and log meaning speech or word. It is a speech directed to the audience at the conclusion of a play. So I know you're like, epi means on, how does that equal the end? Think of it as something tacked on to the end, okay? And let's take a look. This is actually someone reading the epilogue from A Midsummer Night's Dream. And we will pause this for just a moment. This is Puck, who is a, what is Puck? He's not a fairy, he's I can't think of it right now. He's kind of a little bit sneaky and sly. And he works with the Queen of the Fairies and the King of the Fairies, okay? And he is giving an epilogue at the end about the story that's been told. And he's talking about how, we hope we entertained you, we hope you weren't offended, we hope you'll forgive us if we have.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend, if your pardon we will mend, and, as I am an honest Puck, if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends erelong.
And he said a little bit more, but you're getting the idea. So this is directly to the audience at the end of the play. We hope you were entertained, and if we offended you, just pretend like it was all a dream. Monologue, from the roots mono meaning one and log meaning speech or word, is a speech by one person, or also called a soliloquy. We study those in 8th grade because there are soliloquies and monologues in The Taming of the Shrew. So it is a noun, and this is Hamlet's monologue or soliloquy from Hamlet.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against deceived troubles.
And what's most important to realize here is that there are no other characters present. Hamlet isn't saying this to anyone except the audience, who isn't a character. So it's kind of like he's talking to himself, right? He's giving this information. It's almost like he's thinking aloud so that the audience can hear what he's thinking and will understand more about the play. That's what's really important to understand here. That a monologue means that really there's just one character on stage and they're talking. So they're not really talking to anyone. The audience just kind of gets to listen in on their thoughts. Last but not least, we have the prologue, with the root pro meaning before and log meaning word or speech. So the prologue is the beginning, right? It comes before a play or really anything. It's a noun. And let's look a little bit at the prologue from Disney's Beauty and the Beast. It gives us background information into why this story is happening, right? So we go to the castle.
Repulsed by her haggard appearance, the prince sneered at the gift and turned the old woman away. But she warned him not to be deceived by appearances, for beauty is found within. And when he dismissed her again, the old woman's ugliness melted away to reveal a beautiful enchantress. The prince tried to apologize, but it was too late, for she had seen that there was no love in his heart. And as punishment, she transformed him into a hideous beast and placed a powerful spell on the castle.
So the reason we have a prologue here is because if you didn't know this, then the rest of the story might not make as much sense. If you don't know why the beast is a beast, then you're like, where did this weird animal come from? And why are all of his servants like animated things? Like candlesticks and clocks and teapots, right? All right, that is everything for log. You only have 7 words and a few roots. Make sure you get all your exercises done. Super important. And your Kia. Study hard, study your old roots. Best of luck.